All right, we live.
Intro kind of fire. I ain't gonna hold you.
And B, my screen is frozen on me, bro. Can you see me?
I see you, but it's just definitely a still photo of you.
Oh my god. But it's gonna pause in a minute. But you know how we do, man. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Off the Top Sports Radio with your boy June Pierre.
Be the analyst. Can you hear me?
Yes, y'all, man.
Okay.
We're back. You're not seeing things. You're not seeing things. We are not in studios right now because the state is under. Our state in the state of New Jersey is under the state of emergency due to the flood warnings. So it's only right we stay home and do the show, but we're still going live thanks to BJ and the Sand Sports Multimedia Network for hosting us today. And yeah, man, like we always do, we got a jam-packed show for y'all. Let me call BJ to help me with this thing real quick. Oh man, I can't see control nothing. But B, what's going on, B?
Ain't nothing, man. Everything good. Can't complain. Playoff time. NFL about to get real interesting, man. It's what we all been waiting for. So
Yeah, man. Like we always do, man. We got a jam-packed show for y'all, man. You can hear me still, right?
I definitely can still hear you.
Okay. Because the thing's still showing I'm muted. But I'm sorry, people, for the inconvenience right now, man. But what's my
There
computer?
go BJ right there. BJ, man, help this man.
It's my laptop, man. Just straight froze on me.
Look, here we go. Here go the DJ.
You see me?
I identify as AFC champion then.
All right.
Man,
I might have to go back out, y'all, and come back in. So BJ, hold on, give me a minute. BJ, stay in the might have to go back out and come back in. Give me a second.
Hey, Mr. B. How you doing? See, just me and you one-on-one. My man.
BJ,
man.
What up, man?
Oh, side note real quick before y'all get started. I agree with Unc when he said Jameis Wilson need to go. Because I call in the goddamn you run what the fuck ask my quarterback. No. Did he run his own play and what happened to his ass?
I don't know if Dennis Allen was being truthful when he said that. I just think that they don't want to throw him under the bus. I'm almost certain that he probably told them they could do whatever they want to do. But my thing is, in pro sports, man, it ain't easy on jokers. You know my theory.
But that's true, though. But if you're kneeling, my defense is not giving nothing because you're kneeling.
How many times we saw fake plays? They ain't have a problem when Dan Marino fake spiked it.
Fuck that.
I'm just saying.
That.
I'm just saying.
Your Instagram is not live. You ain't hit the button. And then you muted. Oh, hold on.
Did you hit the button for him?
Unmute yourself. Come on, Jim. This ain't your first day on the show, yo.
All right. I'm trying to go. He sent you the stream again for the Instagram, man. This is.
All right, go ahead. Send it to me.
All right. We good. We good now. So, All right. What y'all talking about? The James Winston situation?
Yeah, he came in there and added his 2 cents. We'll come back around to that.
Yeah.
We just want to.
All right. So sorry, everybody. My laptop it just be overheating sometimes and just do all this crazy stuff, and it'll do it right as soon as we go live. But like we always do, man, we got a jam-packed show for y'all. Here goes the rundown. What we got on tap for tonight on show. Of course, man, we got to talk about the national championship game from last night. As B would say, the team up north won it all last night. The Michigan Wolverines are your 2023, 2024 national champions. So we'll definitely get into that and how that game. Everybody did not expect that game to go the way it went, but we'll break that game.
I'm gonna have to concede to you. I didn't see a snap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Man. So I'll definitely talk about it and let y'all know how I felt about the game, man. If y'all can also let me know how y'all felt about the game too on there. Also, man, like B mentioned, man, it's playoffs is here. Super wild card weekend. We calling it now because the extra 2 games on Wildcard Weekend. So we'll definitely get into that towards the middle of the show and talk about the matchups. We got some good matchups this weekend for sure. To kick off the playoffs. So we'll break down. Everybody saying the script.
The script.
So we'll definitely talk about that. Then get into a little NBA while everybody was watching the game last night. This news come out that John Morant will be out for this.
This is crazy. I didn't see anything. I haven't been watching a lot of basketball, but I have been watching John Morant since he came back. One of my favorite young players in the league, and he was on a tear. He was killing it right off the rip. But I don't know what happened.
Yeah,
I don't even know how he got injured, to be honest.
I'm trying to figure out too how he got injured, but yeah, man, it's sad, man, because they was playing well with him in the lineup. I believe
they had hopes, high hopes.
Yeah, so I don't know. So we'll definitely talk about that and how that will hurt the team. I actually had a conversation with somebody before the show, and I'll tell you what he said, but I don't really believe in that. They are in tanking mood, but it says it's only right, that they do this year to sit him out. So we'll get into that once we get in the later parts of the show. But
that'll be interesting.
Yeah. So, man, like we said, we're gonna start off with the national championship game from last night. You had the Michigan Wolverines hoisting the trophy last night, man, beating the Washington Huskies 34-13. Like everybody did not expect. I did not expect the score. I expected a better performance from the Washington Huskies. But Michigan won the game in the trenches early too. Donovan Edwards, who nobody expected to play a big part in this game, came out, scored a 41-yard touchdown, a touchdown run against the Huskies defense. Then he came out again and bust another 49-yard run for a touchdown, and we like, oh my God, this is about to get ugly real quick. But the Washington Huskies defense started, stopping the run in the second quarter, and now we waiting for this Washington Husky offense that been explosive all year. We waiting for Penix to ride that team down the field to get touchdown, to get them in the red zone to score touchdowns. But it was not happening. They was rushing only 4 most of the time in that game, Michigan, but they was getting hits on them. They was getting hits on him, and he was missing his receivers. He just not connecting with his receivers. He missed what's the kid name? Adozier a couple of times in this game, where Adozier got behind Will Johnson, who's projected to be a first round draft pick in the draft. got behind him a couple of times. It was just Penix missed him a lot of times in that game. He missed him, and I felt like the Michigan defense rattled Penix. I never seen all year. We haven't seen Penix play like this, and I'm not the one to blame it on one guy. I'm not that guy. But if he would have played a little better than he did last night, they had a shot in this game. Because, like I mentioned, the Huskies, the Washington Huskies defense they stopped the run for a little bit in the second quarter, going into that third quarter. It was that offense needed to make a big play to tie the game up. It was 10-17 and a half. Even though the ugly start, it was 10-17 and a half. You know, they ended up getting in the end zone. Penix connecting with McMillan and back in the end zone for a touchdown. But they just, they get the ball at half too. They get the ball at half. First play and coming out the half, interception. And I'm like, you know what? It's not day night. It's not day night. And the running game started going again in the fourth quarter. And Blake Corum punched in 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. And that was pretty much it in this game, man. That's pretty much it. Harbaugh, now, he got that trophy that he wanted, man. 15-0. And do you see Harbaugh going to the NFL now after this?
I don't care what he do. I'm not a huge fan, but I mean, if you go back to the NFL, good for him. I'm sure that there's some job opportunities out there waiting for him. Yeah. And there was a high regard for him when he was in the league. So I don't know if there's an ideal landing spot, but I mean, there are some landing spots that are, pretty good. Maybe out there in LA. Yeah. Might be the spot.
I see my guy Bookie Mashawn, I guess, from last week. It's crazy that we live on Instagram right now. But he say the Patriots. He said the Patriots.
That ain't gonna help you, man.
Especially, he said that ain't gonna help you. I don't see him. I see the charges for Harbaugh. I definitely do see that fit for him. West Coast guy. He's been out in the West Coast already, so I definitely do see that fit for him. Yeah, man. New Jersey Gridiron say Washington defense was giving the offense so many chances to score. It was. Me and AB was going back and forth. I'm not back and forth a little bit in the chat, and I'm like, yo, he played a horrible game. The defense gave him a shot, even though it started off bad with the 2 big runs. But they stopped the run in McCarthy. I do not want to hear McCarthy a first round guy.
Man, I've been said that, man. Listen. Based off what you're saying, and like I said, I didn't see a snap of this game, but I knew that Michigan had the advantage trenches wise.
Yeah,
that's how they've been winning games all year. That's how they built their team, and on both sides, on offense and defense, they built their teams to work from the trenches out. And that's why they had one of the better running attacks in the nation this year, and that's why they had one of the better defenses where they only did have to rush 4 players and don't have to do a lot of exotic blitzes and stuff like that. I don't know if their secondary is really that good, but I do know the best cover up for okay or average secondary is elite pass rush. And that's something that they can do. They know how to get after the quarterback. They have some really, really good athletes up front on both sides of the ball, but definitely on that defensive side of the ball, they have some guys that can run that, get to the football. So, even with that, I felt like maybe in this matchup, I know Washington had an explosive offense, but I felt like, the typical Pac-12 team, they might be a little too small for this type of matchup. We've seen this in the last championship game years ago when Ohio State played Oregon, another Pac-12 team, and they did the same thing, pretty much dominated when Ezekiel Elliott was there. He had about 240 yards rushing. So this is just the MO of these types of matchups. When you talk about Big Ten versus Pac-12 teams, it's big boy football over there. You know what I mean? And the Big Ten, a lot of the top Big Ten teams have started to orchestrate or construct themselves to become bigger and fast so they can compete with the SECs, the Alabamas, and the Georgias of the world, which, we've seen Ohio State and Michigan this year be able to do. So, I'm not surprised at the outcome. I definitely would have wanted to see Penix get something because he just had a phenomenal year. When you think about his story, where he originally started, he started out at the University of Indiana. So he was on the bottom half of the bottom part of the Big Ten. And he played really well over there. He just didn't have the talent around him to be able to, just take them to the next level. And then, he ended up transferring, going to Washington. Everybody know Washington is, already one of the premier programs in the Pac-12. They have a lot of weapons over there. Very fast, very quick team. And, he did some good things over there in his 2 years there, I will say. Finished as a Heisman runner-up this year. And, I think he should have won it, to be honest. But actually, he finished third because Marvin Harrison Jr., was the runner-up.
Yeah.
But I still felt like he, probably should have won it, man. Undefeated team. He had been phenomenal and consistent all year. Definitely don't have to hang his hat on anything. And he's not getting talked about enough in the draft either.
No.
Everything's been Caleb and Drake May. But Penix can play, man. If he ends up in the right place, I wouldn't even want him to go to none of the top teams because they're all pretty toxic right now, to be honest. I would like to see him fall middle first round or late, round or, second round or whatever. But, you can let him be maybe a developmental piece. And, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. The right coaching and everything could definitely blossom a player, though. And I think he could be one of those types of players.
Hey, BJ, chill.
Who did I feel sorry for? Am I feeling sorry for Penix? I ain't feeling sorry for him. Nah, I would have liked to see him get one though. But it didn't happen. It is what it is.
Yeah, man. He was very emotional after the game.
He was banged up, man. I saw some videos and some pictures. He was a little. They was getting to him, man. He was a little sore.
Yeah, a lot of people was questioning why he was still even in the game at that point. Down 2 touchdowns. In sports, man, you don't want to leave your brothers out there. You want to, finish the battle with your brothers. So, because every play in that final drive, he was holding his rib cage, like rib, like it was like he was really in pain. He barely could get up, and a lot of people, on Twitter and everything, X. I keep saying Twitter.
Yeah, right.
Man, why he's out there? Like, get him out. The game is in hand already. But everybody, like some people, guys in sports, you want to finish that battle with your brothers. So that's what he did last night. So yeah, man. Michigan, win it all, and let's see where it go from there. I believe Harbaugh do leave for the NFL with so many openings. In the NFL, I think it's 5 jobs that's open now.
Is it 5? I only know 3 that happened so far. Black Monday. I know Washington is available. I do know the Patriots is not official as of yet, but I know it's Washington, Titans, yes, Atlanta. Those are the 3 that I know for sure are open right now.
Doubt it, but he shouldn't have stayed, so he didn't have to be seriously injured. Does his stock drop? Okay, my bad. Not to go back to what's the name?
I know they in the comments because I'm
in the comments. It's like crazy on IG. I didn't see it, but do you feel like Penix stock drop?
Hell no.
Nah. Okay. All right. So yeah, but talking about Black Monday, we had Black Tuesday today. Mike Vrabel was fired by the Tennessee Titans this afternoon.
They're lost.
See, they lost, right?
Yeah, because I feel like, well, for one, he finished his tenure there with a positive record, 54-45. He started off red hot when he first got there, but then after a while, it's like the general manager. I know they're saying it's a new general manager this year, so that's kind of tough to fire him when he's in there with a first year GM. But the GM prior to this one coming started to deteriorate the team. I mean, they traded away his best receiver.
Yeah.
You know, you get a young Treylon Burks, where I haven't heard his name being called. And, you know, the quarterback situation, you know, you got the best out of Tannehill that you're going to get. He's reached his ceiling. You know, so basically you're just a Derrick Henry and, you know, at 5 yards in a cloud of dust type of offense. You do have a solid offensive line. The defense has been the staple of this team for years. And, you know, even with that, this year they traded away their best secondary player in Kevin Byard. And they sent them over to Philly, which is, it's crazy because it's like, why would you give away, your top talented guys? I know I guess you gotta go into like the whole, rebuilding stage of it all. Get, some big contracts off the books. I mean, I don't think that you should have traded away AJ Brown. I think you keep AJ Brown because he's a young, outstanding receiver. But they did it, and it's like after a while, you're expecting a miracle now. You want me to coach and still be competitive and winning games, and I ain't got no talent really around me. So at very important positions, I would say. So it's unfortunate, but Mike Vrabel, he'll either get another job or he'll get a DC
somewhere.
Listen. I might lose Dan Quinn this year. I don't know. Hey. But I would love Mike Vrabel and what he comes with as far as a defensive coordinator. We know he knows how to coach defense. The Titans defense, has been one of the top defenses in the league during his tenure. Always at least middle of the pack. So I definitely I know what he comes with when you talk about the defensive side of the ball.
Now, Bookie was on here early on IG saying Jim Harbaugh to the Patriots. Vrabel makes more sense to the Patriots because his history playing.
Yeah, his history playing with the franchise.
Yes,
still a fairly young guy. He's a player's coach.
Yes.
So and there goes Ramona. She's saying Vrabel going to the Patriots. That could be very possible. I don't see it not happening. I don't know about the Chargers. I think because of LA, the Chargers are looking for something more sexy on the sexy side. Vrabel is your typical, blue collar guy, lunch pail guy. He definitely fits that Patriots mold. But I think that the LA Chargers, more LA, you're looking for the glitz and glamour of a coach, and that's why I think that Harbaugh might end up there. But we'll see what happens in the coming months.
Yeah, that's crazy. They haven't made an announcement with Bill Belichick yet. So we'll see. We did get the news during the middle of the year that they was gonna let him go after this year, but they haven't made it official yet. So I don't know on what they're waiting for, but I see if Bill stay, they might. And Belichick could very well go to the Chargers. I think so too. I agree with you, Die Hard. I don't think Belichick is done, but
a lot of people don't. But we'll see what happens. I mean, it almost seems like it's time, to be honest, but I don't know what it's always been speculation of what his relationship is with Robert Kraft. I don't know if they get along or if they just have a business relationship or if they boys for real. Like, it's weird. But like I said, that's something that a lot of people are going to pay very, very close attention to. This is the thing that I want people to stop doing, though, seriously, with this whole it was all Brady shit. Like, listen, I understand that the Patriots haven't won anything since he left. And don't get me wrong, Tom was a great talent.
Yeah.
But we got to stop acting like these guys ain't spent 20 years or 19, 18 years together. Who was the person that was grooming him? Why are we going to act like Tom just taught himself how to play football in the NFL? And like a lot of those early years, the Patriots were good because Tom Brady was game manager and they had a top 5 defense every year. Don't forget all the Hall of Famers on that side of the ball. When you start talking about Vrabel himself and Ty Law and Vince Wilfork and Richard Seymour. I'm just naming guys off the top of my head, but they were good, man, for years. And the years that they had their best offensive talent, they didn't even win anything when they had Randy Moss. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, so, you know, like, I understand Tom left, and y'all can try to say he didn't, but he went to a loaded, and I stand by, loaded Tampa Bay team that just needed somebody that don't throw 30 interceptions, right? To be competitive and be able to compete and win something. Tom came in there and didn't throw 30 interceptions, and they won the title. That was good. They had good coaching over there. They already had everything in place, man. So, you know, the Patriots, they jumped out there. They went and got Mac Jones. June, you know, Mac Jones was never my guy, ever. And even when he came out, I said, if there's a place he can go and possibly play well, it would be in the Patriots uniform. But that didn't last too long either. So
at all. So yeah, man, did not last too long. You got Derek, who's a Patriots fan. What he say? What about Vrabel as a GM for the New England? Nah.
As a GM, well, listen, we know that the Patriots like to give their head coaches a lot of the leeway, power, you know, let them build it however they want to build it. So there's a possibility that if Belichick is out and Vrabel does come in as the coach, that he could be, you know, the front guy for, you know, drafting, because everybody know Belichick is the one that does the drafting.
She says a fact. What receivers did Belichick ever drafted? N'Keal Harry, right? They went back in the
N'Keal Harry. Yeah, this is bad.
Oh yeah. So we'll see, man. Which is the sexiest job out there, though?
It's probably the Chargers.
If you got to rank it,
it's probably the Chargers. I think the least desired place is Washington, but it might have, you know, that might have, you know, being that they have new ownership and everything, that might not be such a bad situation, because they do have young talent there. It's just, you could tell that they're just not coached well.
Yeah.
You know, I like Ron Rivera for what he did in Carolina. You know, he just was never able to do the same thing there. You know, and it's just unfortunate.
I did say sexy, right? Die Hard. Yeah, the most interesting.
The Falcons job is okay. I mean, the Falcons job is a little more interesting, I guess you could say. But you know, that's only because of location. I don't know if it's because of talent. They do have some young talent over there, though, but they're not using the people right. They're not using Bijan right. They're not using Pitts right. The quarterback is not really good situation. I can see them getting someone. Maybe there's a guy in Chicago that might want to go back home. I'm just saying.
Don't tell Ron that. He in the comments.
Listen, it might be a guy in Chicago that might want to go back to Georgia, back home. And he would be a king there. No weather. And you know, and the offensive line there is already kind of like etched in stone. They're pretty good. So you know, I'm with it.
Yeah. Yep. Ron. They go Ron. Say, yep. That's what he's waiting for. That'll be. I think that'll be a nice spot for him, man. You know, Atlanta, you know, offensive line is not that bad. There was one at one point was one of the best offensive lines in football.
Yeah, so, I mean, you got the running game to support. They did do a better job in building the defense. You got Jesse Bates in the back end. I know they're going to go probably D-tackle with, I think Calais Campbell say he's calling it quits after this. This particular season, he said he's going to take some time away from the game and think about it. But I think he's done 16 years playing D-tackle, D-end. It's a lot of wear and tear on your body. Football. He still was playing some good football, yeah. But I think that they're going to try to rebuild the trenches. Get some linebackers, they got young corners already. I just think that they could be one of those teams. They're just missing something.
Mm-hmm.
They're missing something. And I think real talk is the quarterback position, man. Ritter is just not it. And if you add that aspect of Justin Fields' game, his legs, as well as improve him as a passer, as long as you get I think the right coaching and play calling and stuff over there, they could be something. I felt like Atlanta probably should have drafted him, but they went with that was the draft. I think they went with Pitts.
Still on Pitts, yeah. And that haven't worked out.
But I felt it didn't work out very well, because I don't know, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys playing better than Pitts right now.
Yeah.
So where you drafted Pitts, it's not working.
Not at all. So we'll see, man. We'll see. All right, man. Let's talk about week 18, man. A lot went down in week 18, man. You still had going into week 18 a lot of playoff spots that were still up in the air, and it started with Saturday with the Steelers. They needed a win and needed some help to get in the playoff, and oh boy, did they get that help.
But listen,
yeah,
I just want to say this to BJ. If it's one team that ain't afraid of Baltimore Ravens, it's the Steelers. Y'all 1-7 against them. I ain't know they had that type of dominance over y'all the last few years, man. Like Tomlin just know how to get busy. I'm just saying. I don't know what's happening, but it is what it is. But yeah, congratulations to the Steelers for they took care of their part that they can take care of, and then the Jacksonville laid an egg. We gonna get to them in a minute. We're gonna get to them in a minute. We're gonna get to them in a minute. We're gonna get to them in a minute, right? And it was somebody else that they needed two teams to lose. And the Texans, right? Ended up handling business.
The Bills, the Texans or the Bills. It was
okay.
Texans or the Bills.
Okay.
Yeah. So
no, it was Jaguars losing or the Bills, right?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Right.
So,
okay.
Yeah, they got their wish early, man, because it happened. But Saturday we had that game on Saturday. Then the Texans. CJ Stroud, boy, that boy different. That boy is different, man.
I don't want to toot him just yet, but he is.
I know, but for them to be on the road with what's on the line, and shout out to my guy DM just joining us.
Yo, this is dope. I love this right here.
We should do this a lot more, huh?
No, I'm shocked. I'm looking like, when am I entering? But let's do it. Keep talking about what y'all talking about.
Oh man, but thank you for tuning in, though. But I was talking about CJ Stroud, man. For them to be on the road.
Hey B, your man, bro. You said you had doubts, then he showed you something. Now he's showing the league something.
Yeah.
Listen, he went to the Wizard of Oz and went and got a heart, man, or something, because it was never, my question was never skill with him. I had seen him make all the throws. I've seen him, thread needles and all of that stuff, man. It was just when it came down to attitude, that time in the game where you need attitude from your quarterback, from your leader. I wasn't seeing it in like the first year and a half, really. And then all of a sudden, with the blink of an eye, in last year's playoff game against Georgia, it's like he came of age. And that was the question that was going into the game, period. Like a lot of even analysts had that, thought process. Like if CJ Stroud cannot be rattled and he can show that he has poise and blah, 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 then, Ohio State has a chance to win this game. And it came all the way down. I still say, Marvin Harrison, man, if he didn't get knocked out of the game with the concussion, man, it would have probably been a different game. That kind of it's kind of hard to adjust, even though I know you have the other receivers. Marvin Harrison just demands that much attention to a Georgia defense. And once they felt like he was no longer, a threat, that's when it was like, all right, we can tee off on defense now. And, they still had, like I said, they had a chance to win, kick or miss. It is what it is. But the attitude portion of Stroud had arrived that day. And I said, well, if he's going into the NFL with that attitude and he keeps that consistent, then he's going to be all right, no matter where he goes. I didn't see them doing anything first year. I mean, you're talking about a team that probably won 3 games last year, or 1 or 2 or something like that. Getting a brand new head coach who is defensive minded, but it's his first head coaching job. You already have teams like the Jaguars that had already had their taste of playoffs, and they were looking to build upon it. So I just felt like maybe they would fall just a little short, but that's why you got to line up, right? You line up and play the game, and so this was a very, very. Not only do they have the offensive Rookie of the Year potential candidate, they have the defensive Rookie of the Year candidate, and also a Coach of the Year candidate. So, hey man, shout out to the Texans.
Yeah, I'm saying, but now you look at the draft setup with Chicago in that same type position, where if they draft correctly, they could put themselves in a similar spot. I mean, do we agree?
No. Listen, Chicago. Now listen, Chicago can hurt themselves. To me, everybody thinks that drafting Caleb is the sure thing, and what I'm telling you, DM, is he's worse than what I saw in Stroud mentally. Okay. So when you're talking about being a leader of men, and the quarterback position, usually when you get drafted that high, you're not going to a very good team, and you're going to endure possibly a lot of losing before you can start winning. Are you going to go look for your mother in the stands? Or do you know how to get through that and lead men? I'm just saying, because the NFL locker room, those grown men, they ain't trying to hear that. They will turn on you, bro. It's different. You have to show that you could be a leader of men. I know you got coaches that could do it, but their coaches aren't playing. You have to have somebody on the field with you that can do that, and it usually comes from your quarterback. And if the team doesn't respect you or believe in you in that type of way, it's going to be difficult for you to succeed. Period. Now, I
think that's what we are, the Giants. I think the Giants in that spot right now where the belief in the quarterback is non-existent, and that's why we having trouble. But keep going, B.
Yeah, because I was kind of cooking, right? But, I mean, when you think about Chicago, there's more to them right now than just selecting Caleb. I don't think that, we talked about Black Friday and coaches getting fired. I mean, I ain't hear Matt Eberflus' name get called yet. And I'm like, okay, now, like, maybe y'all waiting to see who lose in the playoffs or something. Or maybe y'all guy is, preparing for something and y'all don't want to do it just yet. But at the end of the day, what I'm saying is he got to go too. Because I don't care if you get Caleb or not. If Matt Eberflus is your coach, you're not going to be successful next year. So, and you're talking about with a rookie. Now, I think Justin Fields played very, very well, considering the fact that he got injured. He did get injured this year. He doesn't have any protection over there. And they're building an offensive line right now. They only have the right tackle, and who's a rookie, in Darnell Wright, but they have to continue to build it across. He has to be protected. I mean, teams are onto his legs now. That's why he didn't have the same type of year, but it doesn't take away that attribute of his game. He's just going to have to realize now, like, okay, I could pick my spots, but I can't pick spots if I'm running for my life. You understand what I'm saying? There has to be some protection in there as well, and then I can mix and match like Lamar, when to throw and when to run, because like these defenses are just too fast. I'm seeing, they're not throwing flags. He's getting hit late. He's in the mid slide. He's taking a lot of vicious punishment. I know he's a big, strong kid, but you don't want that happening, to somebody that young. He could be out of the league before you know it. So I just think that if it happens and the Bears jump out, I feel like it's a jump out of the window move, DM. I ain't going to front. If they jump out the window, what I'm saying is if they jump out the window and go get Caleb, I feel like the Caleb move is a jump out the window. I think that Fields should be their guy, and they should continue to build the offensive line and weaponry around him. The connection between he and DJ Moore was very good. Now, imagine adding Marvin Harrison Jr. to that. and some linemen.
Yikes.
That's all. And a better coach than Eberflus. I can't do Eberflus. I think the GM did a great job this year of drafting. They got some young talent over there. Rashawn Johnson in the backfield with Khalil Herbert. They have some guys, but they just have to get more guys that scare you. And I think DJ Moore, the type of receiver he is, and then you got Marvin Harrison, who's that prototypical type, 6'4", rangy, deceptive speed. He's a red zone, weapon as well. Now you got Marvin Harrison and Cole Kmet down there in the red zone. That can add to success if there's someone not named Eberflus calling the play.
Hey, yo, stop saying that. Like that.
He on him.
Listen, I'm being demonstrative in that because we've seen young quarterbacks deflate because of bad coaching. Mm-hmm. And I don't think that with Justin Fields. I think he's a talent. We've seen we've seen way too many flashes. We're trying to get consistency put on the tape, but it's hard to be consistent when, I think he's third in sacks given up. Like, I mean, it's 65, 70 sacks a year. You're like, this is crazy. So
it's not good.
It starts in the trenches.
Yeah.
It starts in the trenches.
But like you said, you figure Justin Fields don't even cost you that much money right now. So to build around a nice, young, talented quarterback, I mean, it just kind of helps you out. Instead of trying to go, like you said, jump out the window, go and get you another quarterback. And that's going to cost you. That's a first-round pick, number one. Mm-hmm. And then you're not going to be able to rebuild and put nothing around it. Now you're back to split to do the same shit.
Yeah.
I don't know what Washington or how they think of him. Man, I would love to see Eric B get a shot at Justin Fields, man. Because if you could do that with Sam Howell, I know you could do something with Justin Fields, man.
I'm glad you brought up EB because Raheem Morris might be the candidate for the job over EB, and I thought EB is supposed to have the job with head coach Todd. Like, what's going on with this thing right here, bro?
Let's shout out Jersey. When we say Raheem Morris,
I ain't saying Raheem don't deserve, but he's been a head coach before,
right?
And unfortunately, it didn't go the way that it probably should have or could have gone, right? But I just think that EB deserves a shot.
He deserves his time, but that's what the whole purpose of going over there for. The whole purpose was, I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna prove to y'all it wasn't
that I called please. That I called
it was me, right?
And he proved that.
And then in the contract was, I want head coach type responsibilities. I want total control.
And he's the assistant head coach over there. My thing is, Mahomes and them look totally different. They look totally different.
Totally. Well,
and people, they laughed at me when I said, everybody tried to say, oh, Andy Reid. I said, listen, I'm going to tell you something. Andy Reid is a great coach. But at the end of the day, when you look at the numbers before Bieniemy got there and during Bieniemy tenure and now after Bieniemy, I told people, I said, listen, they hired Matt Nagy to be the offensive coordinator. This offense will not be the same. I don't know. People live off reputations from stuff that they do from like 20 years ago. And I'm like, oh, what has Matt Nagy done? Yeah, he coached with Peyton Manning, at the tail end of his career in Denver back in 2013. I think he's still probably trying to run the same type of offense because, it looks terrible.
Smart. Right.
It's Go ahead.
You see what Brandon Samuels wrote? You know what I'm saying? He went off the first to show he could do the job and he slowed down. That was smart. I'm not going to be your puppet. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go ahead and show my worth and I'm going to pull back. Back to what you were saying, B, about Andy Reid. That's the same Andy Reid that used to nut up in the NFC. Like, let's not forget. Here he called plays, but until he went somewhere with someone, all of a sudden he hit it out the park, right? Like,
exactly.
come on, man. Some things just got to be said, man. And my thoughts was like, Ra, I got it. Big respect, Jersey, Irvington in the house. Love that. But it's like, okay, look, okay, check this out. Ra, you already DC, right? Shit ain't working right over there. Let EB get this head job. That's what he was promised. Mm-hmm. And Ra, you bring your ass back to the East Coast. You're only 2-3 hours away from home. And then you go ahead and rock the defense here. Like, I'm just saying, why can't we make it all work, baby? Why we can't make it all work, man? Let's put a whole black coalition over
like
there,
you
man.
ready for a head coaching job, man.
I would love
I
to
get
see them
it,
in Atlanta.
but we've seen that show before. Like, we gotta get new shows in this on the schedule, all right? Because other than that, we're just gonna be bringing Dungy back. Like, we need new shows, man. Come on.
Oh man. As we go down the schedule, right? Then the next game I want to talk about, B1 to also talk about, it was the Tennessee and Jacksonville game.
Sure thing. Sunshine. Sure thing. And my arms are spread wide like an eagle, guys. Listen, everybody told me they catapulted this guy into top 5, top 10 talk. He's this, he's that. Listen, I get all of that. He is a talent. But last year, we saw him have to come back from 27 down to win a playoff game because he played against somebody that was actually worse than he is. And then this year, somebody else that they tried to catapult into this top 5. I know you look crazy right now, June. Justin Herbert. Yeah. You remember the guy that threw 4 interceptions?
We agree to disagree.
Listen, nobody.
Yeah, we still waiting to see what he can do.
Listen, this is the thing. No, stop. This is the thing. No,
the right guy.
Listen, here you go with the right guy. Justin Herbert by far has had way more talent than Justin Fields and even the boy in Jacksonville combined. Are you kidding me? On both sides of the ball. I'm not going to blame that solely on coaching. You got to be able to win games, man. That's too much talent. Too much.
Hey, Ralph, who you calling the game manager, Ralph, on IG? We got the IG comments flowing too, man. I be forgetting that we on IG.
Then I'm looking at both screens. Yeah. Yo, June. But I'm just saying, like, I'm talking about 2 of these guys. Like, they will not, the media, the fans, they just won't let these kids develop, man. They're catapulting them into, they see the rocket arm strength and all of that, and they're basically gassing these dudes up. June, you judge people by what they do in big games, late in the season, playoff games. So we haven't seen Justin Herbert do anything in any of those type of games. We haven't seen we saw a little bit of it, like I said, and I think it's only because he's playing Justin Herbert, last year with the Jaguars. But once again, you're home in a win and get in situation, and you play like do. Like do, June. 2 turnovers. Or 3, I think he had a fumble too, if I'm not mistaken. I might be mistaken. But I know he did have 2 interceptions. Yeah. Like, yo, you can't, and you're home, dude.
They was on the road. I'm
sorry. They won the road. But I'm on Ryan Tannehill. Really? We just talked about what we believe in him to be. And you lost to a coach that got fired yesterday. Like, what are we talking about? So
Cook saying Herbert defense. His receivers always hurt.
I don't want to hear that, man. Which ones? I get Keenan Allen might have been injured. Yo,
Mike Williams never there.
Listen, I can name like 5 of his receivers. That's the crazy part. The talent level over there is crazy. Josh Palmer, the other kid. Josh Palmer is number 5. Who's number 1?
Q Johnson.
No,
Quentin Johnston.
That's who they drafted this year. They didn't use him correctly. Like,
you still got Austin Eckler out the backfield.
You still got Austin Eckler. You got Parham, the 6'8" tight end. You got the other tight end, Gerald Everett. Like, it's talent over there, bro. I'm not miss me with his receiver hurt. I get it. Keenan Allen, usually is in and out of the lineup and stuff like that. But it's no reason why they still can't put points on the board and lead the offense. They be firing the wrong guys. I think Justin Herbert's best year was when he had Anthony Lynn as his offensive coach. And they fired Anthony Lynn thinking they could bring all these other guys, and they brought Boy Genius in there, and they wasn't even a top 10 offense. I told y'all, it's no genius in over there. Kellen Moore is trash as the OC. But
he's trash. He's trash.
I hope you guys believe me now.
Hey, getting Staley out of there was the best thing for the Chargers could have done. When you have a bad coach, it's hard to get talent from these guys. I agree. And he was horrible.
Listen, that's a lot of coaches in amount of years. It's been like 3 coaches in 4 years.
Yeah.
We're talking about a system one time defensively, man.
Somebody just said it on
we got Bosa, talking about Ramsey, not Ramsey. What's the boy?
The safety
Darwin James.
I mean, what are we talking about?
Come on, bro.
And you couldn't win with that?
Oh,
wow. No, the excuses got to stop. I'm not even accepting them.
The other division, let's move on. The other division that was on the line was the NFC South, where the Bucks win, they clinched the division, and the Falcons and Saints coming in the Sunday had a chance to win the division, but or still make the playoff, but they'll need a lot of help making that wild card spot. Well, the Bucks did win their game 9-0. They was playing baseball out there in Carolina, but they found a way to win the game, and they clinched the NFC South, and they'll be hosting the Eagles, who we'll get to in a few minutes. The Eagles on next Monday night. Got thoughts on the NFC South, how it went down? Do y'all feel like the Bucks have a fighting chance to make some noise in the playoffs? Because
NFC South is dead.
Listen,
it is what they show.
I don't know though, but listen, the Bucks might have lucked up and got the best matchup they could possibly get right now
with the Eagles. I can dig it.
This is a team that they played this year. They did lose, but this is a team that you've seen on tape and whatever the case on the field. They're not playing their best football right now. We all know this, man. We can say we won about Philly. I still believe that they are a good team, but they are not playing their best football right now. They are going on the road to Tampa Bay. Where you might end up getting a streaky Baker. I don't know. The pass rush has been non-existent for this team for the last few weeks. They was talking about how Josh Sweat hasn't recorded a sack. It's pretty much become a Hassan Reddick or bust type of pass rush. So I don't know. I really don't know. This is one of the more intriguing matchups of the weekend, and we have to wait all the way till Monday night or MLK Day.
They could have put that on another day. If y'all want to talk about the scheduling, because scheduling is bad, if you ask me.
They could have let it rock out on a Sunday. Even
Saturday 1 o'clock. That's just
Saturday.
1 o'clock.
Saturday.
Oh, you wanted it to rock out on Saturday?
Yeah.
I want to get it on and over with.
Yeah, man. But the Bucks, they'll win. Then we go to the NFC East, where Cowboys win, they automatically win the division. The Eagles will need the Commanders to upset the Cowboys, which didn't happen. The Cowboys went in there and stand on business against the Commanders. And the Eagles, I don't know what's going on with the Eagles.
You do know what's going on. Like you just said.
I said it. Say
it again, B. They're not listening. Say it again, B.
Listen, I said the Giants can beat Philly. If not in that first matchup, I said they could beat them in one of these 2 matchups. When I saw y'all play them in Philly, I said, if y'all would have started Tyrod Taylor from the beginning of the game, it might have been a different outcome. It might have been a different outcome. And this is the game where you start Tyrod Taylor from the rip.
Right.
And you win the game handedly. Like I said, I don't know what's going on.
That part, James, we should have swept y'all. That part.
I do not know what's going on with Philly right now. Like I said, but the Giants, like I said, they play better with the veteran. I think they let the whole chicken cutlet thing go along too long. I understand it's marketing and all of that.
I'm telling you how this works.
Been on too long, man. I think when Tyrod was here,
Tommy Cutlet, listen, they had it. It's the other guy that's the problem. I'm telling you. Once we gave that guy that money, then we lost the whole locker room. Whole locker room gone. You sit him down, all of a sudden, Giants looking like a good team. Come on, man. Even with Cutlet, we had some wins. We ain't get nothing with the other boy. You know what? Hey, June, you the Giant fan like me. Find out how many wins did Cutlet get. We only got 5, so it ain't that hard, right?
It was 3.
He got 3 of them. He got 3 of them.
How many did what's my boy named Tyrod got?
I believe 2.
And what's the money man got? Not a damn thing.
1. He let us in the Arizona comeback. He let us in the Arizona comeback.
Terrible, B.
Right, I remember that.
Terrible. Was that against the alien? Who do you come back against the alien?
Hey, man. Arizona, a tough team to beat, man. It's a tough team.
Yeah, man. They definitely
no
are.
slack. No slack. No slack for Daniel Jones. No slack.
I get it.
He looking like Danny Pennies. He ain't no Danny Dons, no more like Danny Pennies.
You contractually married to him, man.
Maybe for one more year.
One more year.
Damn. And look, quarterbacks at a premium. Guys out here looking for quarterbacks in this draft. We might play deal or no deal.
Y'all got a top 5 pick, 6 or something like that.
6. We in 6, yeah.
6, yeah. So, y'all can play with you. You got some cards you could play with.
We'll see.
Look, what's the name? Don't want. Hey, look, down one Justin Fields, right? I give him an older cat. You know what I mean? Look at legs on him. Take him. He definitely look like what they like. So let's take him. Tell him take him.
She said the Steelers was lacking that quarterback that can get the ball down the field. I've been on Rudolph's side since back. Yeah, they believed in Kenny Pickett and Rudolph been sitting there. They didn't want the Trubisky. Oh, they wasted their time with Trubisky, but Rudolph sitting there all that time with all that experience, like he never backed up Ben Roethlisberger before.
Yeah, but we talking about a playoff team now. Hell of a coach that does a hell of a job.
Mm-hmm.
So even the Pickett, Trubisky, the Rudolph, he still had it all under control. He never lost the locker room. He knew what he was doing. He was just trying to find the right thing to get ready to go. I don't know what the hell we doing. Right now, we ain't got the best guy coaching in the game. We ain't got no dude like that right. That guy, the legend, we ain't got that guy. All right, we got this guy over here from Buffalo, and Buffalo back, and we ain't back. Something ain't right.
Yeah. Tomlin, man, that's Tomlin for you, man. The best in the game, man.
Go Tomlin. Tomlin.
Yes. As we move along, man, the Packers. All they had to do was just win their game and they'll get in the playoffs. And they did that against the Bears this past weekend. Jordan Love, man, had a great performance, man. One of my top quarterbacks this past weekend, man. I think he threw for 310, 2 touchdowns in this game. Led his team to a wild card spot.
About time.
And they'll be playing.
He was looking real mediocre early. Looking real vanilla.
Yeah, but he finished in top 3 in passing TDs, man. Very impressive. He didn't throw a lot of interceptions either, so kudos to him.
Yeah, so man. So they now with that win have a date with the Dallas Cowboys on next Sunday. What, 4:25 Eastern?
Hey, B, this scares me, B. This scares me.
I've seen this. Hey, DM, I've seen this movie before.
They can run the ball, B.
12 back there?
I seen this movie before.
12 not back there. 12 not back there.
I thought 12 was back there.
But they can run the ball.
Good. I mean, listen, man. Talk to me. Listen, I already did my research, man. They're not very good defensively. So I mean, even you talking all this run the ball stuff. I mean, I think our offense should be able to do whatever it wants to do as long as they come with a good game plan and execute. They haven't seen a pass rush like this. This is one of the top pass rushing teams in the league. And the secondary is back there too, man. Like they don't have no receivers that demand a double team, so it will be a lot of one-on-one matchups. We'll see how it goes. I don't think they got Christian Watson or nothing like that for this game. I think he's out. He's still out. So he's the biggest threat. I like where Reed is, but we'll see, man.
Jaden Reed. Remember that name?
Jaden Reed. Yeah, Jaden Reed. Remember him. The only person that really scares me is Aaron Jones. For some reason, when he walks into AT&T, it's just like he turns into fucking Marshall Faulk. But I think this is just a little different type of Dallas Cowboy team this year, and I think they're itching to just take care of business and send a statement. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, extra motivation, man. Definitely extra motivation. In the last spot, Sunday Night Football, where you had the AFC East Championship on the line. Miami hosting the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo came down to Miami deep, man. Took care of business.
Bills Mafia.
Yes. They was deep in Miami and South Beach, man. And they took care of business, man. 21-14. Josh Allen started looking like Josh Allen that was being coached by Ken Dorsey. Throwing some early picks in that game, but the defense, bear down in that game and getting that key interception there at the end, man, to seal the win. And now Buffalo Bills will be hosting the Steelers on Sunday at 1 p.m. And you have now with that loss, Miami go to Kansas City on Saturday night.
Josh Allen.
Go ahead, B.
Needs to buy his defense whatever they want. Whatever they want. Because if his defense didn't play the way that they played, they would be on the road.
Right.
Because he turned the ball over carelessly once again. Interceptions that made absolutely no sense. And his team rallied behind him that day, the defense, and he didn't have to pay for those sins. So if I'm him, I'm buying them whatever they want.
No. Could we call him Josh Winston? Boy throwing as many interceptions and touchdowns right now, bro. And getting away with murder. Bro. They outed Jameis for stuff like this, man. Like, Jesus Christ. This is a travesty. The damn Dolphins was trying to give them the game. Here you go, man. We don't even want to play. We don't even want to, yo. And this joker just interception after interception after interception. I'm like, what's wrong with this dude, bro? Like, what's wrong with this dude?
Listen, before we get into this bracket, man, let's pay the bills real quick.
Oh, yeah. Man, definitely. We're in the second half hour of the show. Shout out to our sponsors, man. DM Football. For sure. We're going to get to later on in the show and let everybody know what's going on this weekend. We gotta definitely do that. Clarity, shout out to Clarity, doing big things, man. Check out Clarity_CV on Instagram. We cannot forget about Goose Heads Insurance Company. Girl Gloria is showing us love all week. Last week, man, she is back. So definitely shout out to her. Who else? Uncle Sam's, man. Uncle Sam's. If you're looking for a nice haircut for the weekend, man, check out my man Uncle Sam's, man, right here in East Orange, New Jersey, man, for sure. And Soko Bar and Grill, for sure, man. Soko Bar and Grill. And talking about Soko Bar and Grill this weekend, man. If y'all not doing nothing, you're in the Jersey area, check me and B out, man. We'll be in Soko this Sunday, man, hosting a watch party there. So definitely from 1 to 7 p.m. come through. Check us out. We might do a live show right here on the Sand Sports Multimedia Network for like 45 minutes. We'll just go live and break down the two games that's going on that afternoon. So definitely check us out, man. for NFL Wildcard Weekend, man. Watch party at Soko Bar and Grill, man. Shout out to
Yo, I'm saying, could we get like, some Sunday night football joint? Y'all talk before the game, then after the game, get the little halftime action. I'm saying, y'all are world class, man. I'm just trying to see if we can get, Dungy, I don't, how y'all want to do it. Ronnie Harris, if I get both of y'all to go viral out here, man, that'd be nice. You know what I mean? The crowd will love it. You feel me?
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. That's a long day, man. So we'll try. If I still have energy to do it, we'll definitely do it. So, but shout out to
I know. Once them handles start doing like this, it's a wrap. And B not talking in that second game. He's done. Like, so you get B prior to, and after that, he might be out on y'all.
I'm gonna have to lock in.
But yeah, man. So back to the playoffs, man. DM, you were saying earlier you don't like the schedule, man. Why you don't like it, man? Tell us why you don't like it.
Houston is playing phenomenal ball right now, like phenomenal football right now. We just talked about it, potentially coaches and player rookie of the years, right? Like they got the Saturday 1:00 game.
Yeah.
You got the Eagles 4 and the
Remember
Bucks.
that game at 4. That game at 4.
It's 4. They don't play 1:00. It's only 2 games on Saturday. It's 2 games Saturday. Yeah,
all
2.
Right, so 4. I mean, the earlier games, what I was thinking about the 4:00, right? You got the Eagles and the Bucks, man. That's not primetime football right now. The Eagles playing bad. The Bucks got Baker Mayfield. Like, stop. Put them boys on Saturday while I'm out there going food shopping for Sunday. You feel me? And I can come home and watch them boys in H-Town get down. Like, you're talking about the Browns having a great season and Houston. Like, come on. What are we thinking about? And we're talking Houston. And we comparing Houston to Philly just as a city, right? Yeah, Philly get away with the metropolitans of that tri-state. Fuck out of here. We talking Houston, baby. Have you been to Houston? Have you spent some time in Onyx in Houston?
Hey, DM, we got a lot of Philly people that watch this show.
Hey, listen. Hey, come. Tell them Philly people hop on the plane with me. Let's go down H-Town. Let's see what it look like. Let's see what it look like in a gallery. Have y'all been down there? We got to go. We got to go, man. I'm telling you. We'll do a live show down there. They're going to go crazy. Everything big in Texas, ain't it, B? Yeah. That's what they say. B. I ain't said it. That's what they say. All right, you know what I mean?
The stars are bright. They shine at night. Deep in the heart of Texas.
Hey, man. That's the only thing I really don't like about the schedule, man. I really would love to see that game. And plus, I'm going to be busy at 4:30 too. So that's why I'm like,
team just a year ago, man. We trashed the Philly like that. Golly.
All right, listen, that's DM. But I just wanted to give some insight to the fans out there. Shout out to Reality Recap.
Yeah, definitely.
Incredible job that she's been doing behind the scenes with helping Off the Top Sports grow. Salute to her. Yeah, I know you don't got the hang, but we got we got manual ones. We got manual ones. All right. Yes. We definitely appreciate the assistance for real, because sometimes you just need a woman's touch, right?
A lot, but go ahead.
Right. But so she was advising us that there was some things that fans want to know or didn't quite understand as it pertains to the bracket, highest seed, lowest seed. So basically what happens is this. Usually the top seed, and if I can just give a quick second to explain it, I'm gonna try to explain it in the easiest way possible. I'll give you an example. So right now, Dallas Cowboys are the 2 seed. We know that the Niners are a 1 seed, right? Which means that they are the only team to have a bye this weekend. They don't play. Okay. So just say, for instance, the Packers upset the Cowboys and win. Automatically, the Packers go to the Niners for that game because they are the lowest seed still available, right? Or if Dallas wins and say maybe the Rams upset the Lions, now the Rams go to the 49ers because as a 6th seed, you're the lowest seed available. So you will go there, and then whoever, and then everything else will get matched up like that. So that's basically how it goes. And even on the AFC side, the Ravens have the bye, and the Bills are the 2 seed, right? Yeah, the Bills are the 2 seed. So if the Steelers, go into Buffalo and win, then we'll see another Ravens-Bills playoff game, which I don't know if the Ravens want to see that, considering how the Steelers been playing against them. But I'm going to just explain the bracket. But if the Bills end up winning, of course.
Go Bills.
I got you. And for some reason, I don't know if the Dolphins can go into where they're talking about -2-degree weather, man. The style of football that they like to play fast. Man. Yeah, that's the thing about going on the road, bro. That's the thing about going on the road.
And they had their shot to take care of business on Sunday, man. They win. They host a playoff game. That's
right. Game. So basically, in a nutshell, the top seed will play the lowest seed remaining. No matter that could be anybody from 4 to 7, really.
Yeah.
And the whoever else is remaining, it gets sorted out. So. Just look forward to a good playoffs, everyone.
Yeah. So it's definitely gonna be a good one. We got some interesting matchups for sure. This week, B top 10. His top 10.
The most accurate top 10 that you will ever see.
And you see BJ put the last week top 10.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Which really didn't change. Well, you had the Cowboys.
Not really.
Okay.
Yeah, I just flip-flopped a little bit.
Texans new to the party.
Texans is definitely new to the party this year. This week, they're new. They finally got in. The Rams are still playing good football. There's a team missing from here. I don't know if y'all peep.
I see it.
But yeah, so
Eagles flew away.
Dolphins. I see Rel in the comments saying that they're gonna beat the Chiefs. I don't know about that. -2 degrees, the type of style of football they like to throw. That's an elements game. I know they can run with the best of them.
Yeah.
I have to see it, to be honest. But the Chiefs at 7, Lions at 6. The Bills are still streaking. They just won their 5th straight and ended up walking down the Dolphins for the division. So I got them at 5. Cowboys, NFC East champions at 4. The Browns at 3. They're still playing really, really good football despite, they pretty much rested damn near everyone this week to get ready for their playoff game. The Niners did the same thing, and so did the Ravens. So that's how we finishing out.
Hey, he said the Chiefs.
You can't catch the ball in the warm weather. Nah, you got a point there. But you know what? I think that with that matchup, it's going to be a lot of heavy Pacheco this week. And I think that Travis Kelce and them, his streak is broken. His 1,000-yard streak is broken. He didn't crack 1,000 yards receiving.
He's still in love.
Yeah, I know, right? So we'll see what happens, man. Like I said, I don't, the Miami Dolphins have been having road woes against, playoff caliber teams all year. So we'll see if that continues into the playoffs or if they're ready to rewrite a new narrative for a new season.
So we'll see, man. Yeah. Okay. So he say Ravens actually have a lot of starters out for this first half. I don't know what you're talking about.
He's talking about Sunday. They had a lot of starters out for the first half. Playing, I guess he was saying against this past matchup against
Pittsburgh.
Against Pittsburgh, yeah.
Okay. Cheese will.
I don't wear that shit.
Cheese will be a different receivers in the playoff. Wow.
Listen,
nobody.
You don't just turn on the light and just be like, all right, I could catch now. Like, we definitely gonna have to see how that works out for them because it's hard to catch a football in -2-degree weather. I'm gonna tell you that right now, man. That is super cold. They talking about -2 wind chill, 5 degrees or something like that. So very, very cold game this Sunday at Arrowhead, and but that place will be rocking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
so that's another thing. Communication. I don't know how Miami is going to be able to communicate this week. That place is I think is probably the loudest outdoor a stadium in the country. The decibels get up there, man. You ain't gonna. So they're gonna have to do a lot of silent count.
Yeah.
We'll see. And silent count don't usually work that well. But we'll see.
So the matchup that everybody y'all talking Miami, Kansas City. I hear y'all. You even mentioned Houston and the Browns matchup. The most interesting matchup to me this weekend is the Sunday night football one.
But you didn't ask us what's the most interesting matchup,
right? You never asked that.
We didn't bring it up. We're not even talking about it. I mean.
It's interesting, but I think Stafford could go and the Rams could go in there and go get it. I really do. Detroit. If I'm a Detroit fan, I'm nervous as shit. I'm not looking forward to this game because listen, that's the house that ain't the house Stafford built. Well, yes, it might be. Because that ain't the old Ford Field back in Barry Sanders days. This is a different one. So this might be the house that Stafford built, right? And you talking about, who knows that building better? Who's won more games in that building? Like, I mean, they ain't win a lot of games, but they won some games. And they, I would not want to see this. It's a lot of storyline that goes into this. This is the two guys that were traded for one another. Stafford goes and gets the ring with the Rams. I know golf is, gonna have something to say about that.
He fell short as a Ram going to win the Super Bowl. So, they're gonna definitely try to outdo each other in this game, like to show.
Of course. This shit could be a shootout because the type of defenses, both defenses have, some holes where, there could be a lot of, some throws being made out here. Puka Nacua, oh man, and then you got Amon-Ra St. Brown, and I didn't hear the what's the update on Laporta? Is Laporta done?
They saying he might come out. He might play. Dan Campbell,
but he ain't healthy, man. He ain't healthy.
He's not going to be 100%.
Yeah, he's going to be hobbled. So yeah, they're going to have to use him either as a decoy or use that backup a lot, and that backup is but yeah. But they still got the run game. You got Montgomery and Gibbs, man. That tandem has been very, very good this season. A very good.
The Rams running back probably better. Kyron Williams.
Man, we ain't talking about one back. We talking about two back tandem, man. It could get spooky either way. I know Kyron Williams has come along and been playing well, doing some things over there, but we'll see. We'll see how Aiden Hutchinson and them handle that offensive line, and we'll see how, the Lions offensive line is one of the best in the league. So we'll see, what Aaron Donald and them do to disrupt them.
All right. We'll see, man.
It's a lot of people on here talking about Rams gonna win, man.
Yeah, I see a lot of Rams in the comment. I see Trip in here. He's a Rams fan, so of course he's gonna say Rams Nation for sure. So Chip, what's going on? Rel saying Rams will play San Fran next week and get them fixed. Okay, and then they're gonna beat Detroit. Okay, you must be a Rams fan yourself. I'm saying now a lot. So we'll see.
He's saying the Rams going to upset Detroit this week and then go play San Fran next week.
Okay. Dallas dodged a bullet with San Fran resting they starters on Sunday. I don't know what Dallas got to do.
It was no bullet dodged. Basically, he's trying to say because if San Fran would have beat the Rams, they were up 20-7. I don't want to hear about no dodging no bullet, but I don't know how you dodge a bullet from a team you beat 43-20 anyway. But anyway, if they would have lost, if the Niners if the Rams would have lost, they would have been a 7 seed.
7 seed, okay.
Yeah, Rel talking all this shit, nigga. You better worry about the Bucks, I think, because y'all slipping and sliding out here. Tyrod throwing 70-yard, 80-yard bombs at will. Like, you gotta keep calm, man.
Is that ain't our Rel, right? Is that our Rel?
I believe it might be. I don't know. I can't see his picture.
I don't think that's.
It might not be. Okay, it might not be.
Rel's name on IG is Don Pablo, I think.
Okay.
New Jersey Gridiron is on IG.
Shout out to New Jersey Gridiron, man. Listen,
that's
y'all
Rel
focus on
from Orange.
Okay, that's the other Rel. Y'all focus on getting more North Jersey teams on these rankings. That's what y'all do. All right, because I got a bone to pick with y'all. Y'all my dudes over there. But I be seeing a lot of South Jersey teams in these rankings, bruh. Gotta show North Jersey a little more love, baby. You feel me? But those are the guys though. Appreciate y'all for tapping in.
Yeah, definitely, man. We definitely
if y'all want to do a collab,
too.
Because my thing is, y'all might not know. And we might have to educate y'all just like y'all educating us. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Facts is facts.
He laughed. He said, "All love, yo. Let's do it, man. I'm telling you."
Oh man.
Listen, he said, "Let you know. All right, we'll let you know for real, because at the end of the day, listen, we understand how hard it is to make these lists. All right, we make lists ourselves, and coming up with the most accurate list possible, it just get tough at times." And collabing, 8, 9 brains or however many it is better than 1 or 2. Yeah. So for sure, man, we'll be in contact.
Hey, I see Chris Negro from West Exodus just tuned in. Shout out to him. He made the NJFCA North 2 All-State team this past week. They just announced that this week. A lot of guys from the county made it. So congratulations to him or West Exodus, who had a great year this year. Made a big run to the state championship game. So shout out to him. We have a couple of guys from the county that made it. Julian Casal, of course, from Carwell, made the first team. So congratulations to him. Once again, I do not have my hand claps. I would definitely give y'all the hand claps. We'll give y'all the hand claps. There's a lot more players. Montclair, David Tom Rogers, who was a Clarity Sports Group off the top sports player of the week. 1 week, definitely made the list. Shout out to the Orange guys. I see Coach Reddy's in here. Maurice was in here earlier.
Red in here.
He
going
did
down.
Right?
It's going down. They talking that talk, B. I'm trying to be cool. Going down.
The schedule is coming out this Thursday, right?
It don't matter. We already know what's happening week 0. We already know what happened week 0. The rest of that schedule don't even matter.
Don't they do shows for that now? Like release shows?
It's Thursday. It's this Thursday.
It don't matter. We already know what it is. Week 0. We already got that schedule. It's locked.
So shout out to the Orange guys, man. Makai Acey and Maurice Williams making this first team in the North 2 All-State team. Who else I have up here from the county? Seton Hall had 2 players made it. They made our first team teams also. So we know what we're doing when we talk about first team plays. Jalen McClain, who's on his way to Ohio State. I saw he made the front cover of their magazine this past week. So shout out to him.
Real talk. This Michigan winning the title pissed Ohio State off. I don't know if you've been watching, but they are reloading. Oh my God!
What y'all gonna do about that quarterback? Nothing. You got something better than that?
Howard.
We just picked up Will Howard from Kansas State, the transfer. We also got Aaron Nolan, the number 1 quarterback recruit in the class of 24, coming as well. So we're gonna be all right at quarterback. Did you see that we just got the number 1 SEC running back in the country too? From Ole Miss.
That is
Hey.
I seen that. I'm like,
hold on. And not to mention, we got so many cats that just put up their statements to return. Listen, we coming and we listen.
They want it back in blood.
Let me tell you something. The standard is the standard in Ohio State. It's been 3 years and we ain't gonna have no run like we had on them. Ain't gonna be no 15 out of 16. No. It stops here. The buck stops here.
Okay.
The Bucks stops here.
Okay. Oh, talk spicy.
Then Tyler Dunn, also the offensive lineman, made it first team. So those are a couple of players that made it North 2 first team. Matt Carter, who's a 49er fan, he said, "Well, let's let it keep going on." Nah, I just changed these bad boys in here, so I know it ain't mine. Before the Rams beat the 49ers this playoff season, Magna Carter, one of our guys, definitely tune in every Tuesday to Off the Top Sports Radio. As you can see, we are not in studio right now because the state of New Jersey is in a state of emergency right now. It's raining like crazy outside, so that's why we are here. Shout out to BJ for letting us use the platform tonight, man. Our guy, he's in the background, definitely doing this thing. So thank you, my guy. So for sure. While we in basketball, right? Me and DM had a little talk, right? While we talking some Jersey.
They valid. It's valid. They certified.
So
they certified.
So I post, shout out to our girl Vanessa for posting the poll up. East Orange last, I believe it was Thursday, beat North Central.
Y'all ain't know?
By 30.
Wait, hold on, time out. Let me get my face together for this one. Oh, y'all ain't know?
They beat them by 30, and we put the poll there. And I put the poll to shout out to Reality Recap, and she posted it. Is now with that win, dude, he started to solidify himself as the number 2 team in the county behind Montclair. Immaculate.
Yeah, I know.
And DM hit me up like, no, you got
not yet.
Teams. Not yet. He said Payne Tech, and North Tech.
That we just scraped? The same Payne Tech we just scraped? So that Payne Tech?
As soon as I got the final score, I hit DM up like, I saw him the picture. I'm like, yo, do this solidify them as officially the number 2 team? They got that.
Listen, I know Coach B Moore really well. That's my guy. Shout out to him. I sent him a nice heartfelt message, man. I love what he's doing with the program. However, I know he's the type that he's not going to say it is one game at a time, and he's even Steven with it. But this can be potentially the year that East Orange makes it to the Essex County final, probably against Montclair Immaculate. That's the matchup that people are probably going to want to see. And they're probably going to be the 1 and 2 seeds in that particular tournament when it comes out. But you still have a lot of dark horses that you're going to have to get through. You still have probably going to have to see Arts again, probably, who's going to be a top 4 seed. You're still going to have to see Newark Collegiate is actually strong this year too. NCA, they're one of the Newark teams that's not being talked about enough. And you also have, I think that they'll get it together eventually because they always do. You just can't count North Central out. OG and Coach OG has those guys made up of the right stuff. And even though we've seen them have these slow starts early in the season and then come along as the rest of the season goes along. So they'll be right in the thick of it. And it's a lot of talent around the county, man, spread out everywhere. Orange, I will be in the building Monday.
I'll be in there to let you back too. What do you be on that side? I'm gonna be on that side.
Hold on. All right, so listen, this is the official announcement that Off the Top Sports will be in the building at the Orange High East.
Table set up and everything. We're gonna do the whole
MLK matchup. The annual MLK matchup. Listen, we've come in there and shattered some hearts many a times. All right. So but this is where we get our battle of the oranges on. We can't do it on the football field like we used to back in the day. So this is our opportunity to do it. We got June, we got myself. We will be in the building. I'm glad I have to ref that day, but guess what? It's early in the morning. They switched the schedule. I'm free at 5 p.m. I will be there in all blue.
I just tagged both teams on the IG. I just tagged both teams on the IG.
Matter of fact, Gabe, I need a new hoodie. I need a new hoodie. Let me know. Or let me know what color y'all wearing the orange.
Hey, we'll
come
be
in
there.
black and come in black and blue.
Hey,
I mean, it is gonna be a funeral.
Ain't gonna be a funeral.
Whoa!
My boy's gonna show up. My boy's gonna show up. My boy's gonna show up.
Listen, dog, we deep too. Like I'm telling you, man.
I know. I know. I'm following.
DM know. He know now though.
Hey, look. You know, I don't be coming around in this time of the year. You feel me? I be in grind mode. You feel me? I be trying to get something else cooking for the fall. That's all. But I might have to pull up because I heard it was some chatter. I heard it was some chatter in Orange.
It might be, but Orange solid. Hey, listen, you said the booty uniforms. Just know that uniforms are winners, dog. That's all you need to know. All right, you know, whoever wear that uniform, they coming out with the dub. Just know that. Make sure you be in the building too.
And introduce yourself, right?
You talk about since you want to talk. You know what I mean? And come introduce yourself. I'll shake your hand after I get the dub.
Yo, since we on high school real quick, this is our high school part of the segment of the show real quick. Everybody, we're going to go back to pro sports and what's that, but this is our high school. This is what we do on Off the Top Sports. We definitely segue to the high school part of things. So Roselle Catholic, right, played Montclair Immaculate this past weekend. Roselle Catholic beat them pretty bad, right? And
did they?
Yeah, they beat them bad. It was like 59 to 83. Yeah, they beat them bad. But Roselle Catholic, you know, started it off bad this year. I think there was like 1-6 going into that game. But you know how we got flack for keep ranking Seton Hall Prep as one of the top teams in the county. So the state are still ranking Roselle Catholic, even though they had that tough, brutal schedule in the beginning, still ranked them and as a top 20 team in the state. You know, so there's a lot of people, and I was on Facebook today because I see a lot of people going back and forth. Like, it's only in New Jersey. You had out of state people, of course, saying only in New Jersey where they'll rank a 2-6 team in a top 20. So I'm like,
but they'll clap the other teams.
Right? If you clapping another top 10 team,
they just clap not clear.
I mean, how the best Black County, they just bang, they just took them off. So I mean, like, come on. The real is the real. You know, I get it. Some people be on the records, and you know, rightfully so. I get it. But you always gotta ask who they losing to. Like, if they losing to the number 5 and this, the number 1 and that, it's like, all right then.
If that's what I'm saying. If they losing to Montverde, I mean, all right.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Chuckers out here losing to Payne Tech, no disrespect. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect. You losing to Livingston, no disrespect. Come on, like that team come out here and it hung. All of a sudden they know we was just playing. Come on, man. We know how it go.
Yeah. So yeah, I seen that a lot of back and forth going on social media about that, right? Only in New Jersey. I'm like, but these teams, they play these other teams and Jersey teams. Cause I believe they play in a national schedule. Was a Catholic.
Of course they do.
Of course,
national schedule.
They will have a better record than what it's showing right there. So
I mean, the matchup going to be them and Bosco. I think honestly, I think as far as in that bracket goes.
All right, Diehard. Thank you for tuning into the show. Diehard, she definitely have her own show every Friday from 10 p.m. to 12 p.m. a.m. So definitely check her out when you get a chance. Another thing, man, shout out to Morris Catholic girls, man. This past weekend, winning another showcase against a tough team, Red Bank Catholic. 49-46 was the final score. MVP of that game was Maya Paldo. In that game with 20 points. William Lovett, our guy, friend of the show, definitely doing his things with his Morris Catholic girls, and I believe they are nationally ranked number 10, right? B, if I'm not mistaken, 10, or did they hop into
they had reached as high as 8 this past weekend, but they're on their way out to Springfield, Mass.
Oh, that's a good tournament.
Yeah, it's a good tournament. They're actually showcased on the tournament. Them and the Flag brothers. So they're on the flyer and everything. It's big boy and girl football. I mean basketball going down this weekend, and Springfield, Mass at the Basketball Hall of Fame. So that's pretty dope. They going out there to play one of the top teams in the country, man. Modern Day out of California. Yeah. Real tough squad.
Yeah, I was definitely looking at their schedule and saying that. So, definitely, man. That's you know, I know we are football heavy on this show a lot, but when we talk high school sports, but you know, I had to dab in there a little bit with the high school basketball for sure.
Show love.
Show love for sure. Talking about basketball, right? Got some news last night. Ja Morant is out for the season. You know, after serving his 25 games, they come back blazing. I think the team actually went 5-0 at one point. When he came back, and I think they had a record of 6-3 with him in the lineup. And now with the shoulder injury, and now called for surgery, he's gonna be done for the season. I was talking to my guy Tyrone from Reds, man, my guy, before the show, and he was like, man, they're in tanking move. They gonna go for a top draft pick next year. They need another talent besides
Ja. They do.
They want to tank mode. The season was a wash already because how the way it started.
Yeah,
started off bad. Which
that kind of makes sense. It kind of makes sense. I'm gonna tell you why.
The playing game, you still have the playing tournament.
Nah, listen, that's not gonna get you to contend for a title. And the Ja Morant situation kind of reminds me of an early Derrick Rose with the Chicago Bulls, because you have this guy he's ball dominant, but he's the only one that can actually create his own shot. Desmond Bane can shoot. He's a set shooter. Jaren Jackson, he's the jack of all trades. He can score a little, but he's the dog in the middle. He get the rebounds, do the dirty work, get the block shots and stuff like that. And then you have, all of the rest of the pieces around him. It's the same kind of situation, man. Like Derrick Rose, I think the reason why he got hurt so early is because he exuded so much of his body, and the way he played hard every single night. He wasn't doing any of that load management and stuff like that, man. And then you talking about going deep into the playoffs, playing too. I just think that took a lot of wear and tear on his body, on top of the fact of, we talk about it now, and I'm sure you talk about it now as a Knicks fan, how Thibodeau just don't know how to give guys rest. Like, guys is up 35 with 2 minutes. Guys still in. Why? It makes no sense to me. It reminds me of that. I think if Derrick Rose, it was so important for him that year, or not for him, but really for the Bulls organization that year, when they was doing the whole LeBron and all of them sweepstakes, when they was trying to get Carmelo, but they wasn't able to land Carmelo. If they would have got Carmelo, man, I'm telling you, that Bulls team would have been so much different, because now you have somebody that can take the pressure off of D Rose, and he wouldn't have had to go out and try and really literally try to score at least 25, 30 points every night, because you would have had somebody else there that can get a bucket at any minute from anywhere. So that's just important, man. It's called complementary basketball. You have guys, you have a certain type of guy. He was the slasher. He was the everything. He definitely would have been the one, but then you would have had a nice two in Carmelo who could get you a bucket, and, when you need one and stuff like that. I mean, playing with Keith Bogans as your number two. Forget about it. Right. Forget about it. And I think that's why I said it makes sense. Like, they gotta get Ja another star, at least a number two, because right now he doesn't have a real number two even on that team.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, Desmond Bane showed some bright spots, but he's not scaring nobody in the playoffs.
Nah, and he's not really one of those guys that can create his own shot really either. Like, if he's standing still and Ja Morant do all the boom, boom shika boom, hit him in the corner, next thing you know, he knocking down the open three. That's cool. But they need somebody else that can create. It's teams work better when you have more than one guy that can create. You know, Kawhi can create, Paul George can create. Like you got two guys that can create on a team. Kevin Durant can create, Devin Booker can create. Like, you know what I'm saying? So your two stars can create. It's better when they both can create and their games complement off each other. It'll be better for Memphis if they can do that. So, I mean, nothing. I don't know how serious the injury is. I don't know if they, shut him down. Like, you know what? I see where this is going. If this is one of those situations where, like, they foresee, like, yo, he gonna burn out before we could even think about. You know what I'm saying? By the time he gets to the playoffs, he'll be so burnt out trying to get us in that he won't be no good in it.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't listen. The only guy I know that was able to do that was AI, and even AI burnt out. So you got to get guys compliments, man. You got these guys playing with guys like Aaron McKee. You know what I mean? Like, that's an AI's, AI story. But then you have D Rose playing with Keith Bogan, and then you got this guy playing with Desmond Bain, like. And I like Desmond Bain as a player. Like I said, he can't create. A lot of the good teams can create. Yeah. Giannis was exuding a lot. They went and got Dame.
Yeah.
Take some of that off him. Make his game easier now. Like, that's what it's about, man. Trying to make Ja not work so hard.
Yeah. So we'll see, man, how the team bounce back from that. All right. So another NBA topic I want to talk about, Draymond Green, right? It was gonna be. I think they officially reinstated him. I think they reinstated him, right?
Yeah.
They reinstated.
He could have retired if he wanted to.
Yeah. That's where I'm getting to. He's contemplating about.
You got 4 rings. Retire.
Yeah. Adam Silver
4 rings.
Told him he don't have to go through those drastic measures doing that. But what's your thoughts about that? You think Adam Silver should have just let him be? And
Adam Silver, what you want to keep suspending him?
Get money for him?
Like, what was your angle on there? Was you trying to act like you was really helping them, or you like, no, stay around? You're gonna do something more stupid and give us some more of your money back. Like, I don't know, but whatever. I don't know. The Warriors team itself seems to be a shell of itself.
I think it's the dynasty over. It's about time.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
Because I
see the Raptors blew them out the building the other night, and they struggled with Orlando the other night.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough right now.
I mean, it's only but so long you're gonna be able to like perform on that type of level that they was performing on. It's like once we seen Clay get hurt, you already had lost KD. It's about to go down. It's about to go down. That's where we are now. We at that spot where either they're going to bring in some new young talent that could kind of like take them up. And actually, my bad, they tried that. Remember, they had Jordan Poole, and that came in and it went. Yeah. So it's like, maybe it's over. Maybe they should call Mark Jackson and try to find a way to, get it back going. And then that way we could go ahead and set it up.
And like CP3 is out for 4 to 6 weeks now. Like, it looks like it's coming to an end. Steve Kerr, I feel like, he has done a great job. Don't get me wrong, has done a great job coaching that team to 4 NBA championships. But I feel like he just be doing too much. Like, Jonathan Kuminga I think is having his best year in his career. And I feel like he's just holding that kid back. Like,
he's wasting him. I said that because I felt like it was a time. I think maybe it was a time maybe last year. I'm like, yo, they should have let him play a little more.
Yeah.
And they might have been a little more successful.
Even in the championship run, he on the bench getting 2 minutes. Yeah. Like extensive garbage time. Like he ain't that.
Nah,
like, come on, bro. Like, you let Knucklehead get all of his reps. You done probably lost all your studs because of Knucklehead. But you don't want the young boy to get no rep. Like, come on, bro. What are we doing?
It was last Thursday when Jokic hit that game-winning shot on them. He sat him down the last 18 minutes in that game. And I'm like, yo, dude was balling for you. I believe Jonathan Kuminga hit the first 3 shots in that game.
Bro, I would really want to know what happens like with that conversation with him and Kerr. Like, what's the lock? Wait, what's the conversation? Like, is he that much in the coach's doghouse that he got to be like that? Like, what the hell?
Then the next day, some weird shit. He went to go cut his hair off the next day. I'm like, I don't know what's going on in Golden State.
He just wanted a haircut, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
All right.
But yeah, man. He said F Poole. Yeah, Poole is having a horrible season with the Wizards right now. Definitely.
He's
like,
not mentally there. Something's wrong with him. He think he better than what he is, to be honest.
Can't be like that at all. Man, we heading towards the end of the show. DM, man, let me know what's going on in the DM football world, man. I see a lot of days going on, man. Let them know, man.
Yo, we trying to save lives and help lives at the end of the day, man. So right now we got the 7-on-7 tryout for 9 to 14 at the indoor turf facility in Gillette. Thank you, Center Court. DM and Center Court has just kind of partnered up, and so now we're gonna be doing a lot of work inside the Center Court facility. Thanks to Coach Monge, the new Verona head coach. Put that together for us. So we're gonna have something where we let the kids come out there and we're gonna give them a little quick workout, and we'll talk to them about what the 7-on-7 thing is, and then just try to get them young guys going and get them ready. We want to actually work on trying to teach the parents about what does it take as far as high school to college, and we want to do that early. Like we talked about this whole thing with, all of those transfers that you see Ohio State getting, like that's the game that we're going to. They'd rather go get the 20-year-old that's on the bench for somebody's team or somebody that done graduated from 3 years or whatever in college, snatching them over, which constantly puts the high school kid in a back burner. So high school guys got to start taking it serious, and younger parents got to start understanding that whether it's due to reclass or not, you just got to make sure you know how to get your kid on the right track, on the right path, so that way you'll be okay. So that's what we want to do with our U7-on-7 program. And shout out to all of those guys on New Year's Eve. Man, they came out. We just had an open run, letting the guys come out there and play. 40 kids showed up, and they bought all types of hats, scarves, socks, gloves for the less fortunate. I mean, it's a rainy day. We done gave some stuff away. We got plenty more stuff to give away. And we have an Amazon link. So more people, if they want to buy and purchase, we're going to keep on trying to do that for the whole winter at the end of the day. We want to just help others, And I told my young kids that your parents put you in front of them. I asked you guys to put someone in front of you, and you guys didn't deliver. I'm just loving where the program is going. And then for our older guys, man, they got the best opportunity in the world. The perfect off season that anybody can ask for is basically what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing 1 day a week personal training, skill building training for the first 3 Saturdays of every month. The last Saturday is our competition day. 2 Sundays of the month, we're doing yoga. 2 Sundays of the month, they're getting some hardcore DM training on the strength building, and that's going to be every month, February, March, April, and then by May, we already know we hitting the college tour hard. And I ask you, where else would you rather be when you could be with me? You feel me? So that's what it's about, man. Just educating and motivating, driving and inspiring, man. We just doing a great thing. And I'm not going to stop. We're going to try to keep putting the best foot forward. I ask everybody to please challenge their coaches, challenge your mentors, challenge anybody that's around you. If they don't give you stuff that shows you that you need, that they can do more and you need more, you need to get out of there at the end of the day, and that's just for everything and everybody. I'm about to start lifting up skirts around here, man. It's a lot of liars. A lot of people wearing tags that say coach, and they're not coaching. A lot of people that say tags say mentors, and they're not mentoring. And I ain't going to call your name. I'm just call out what we do, because we doing it in the DM. And if they don't match that, then they need to get up out of where they are and get over to the DM so we can hurry and get these guys in the place. Because at the end of the day, the lives that we are affecting are not ours. It's our future. And as a Black community, we got to stop affecting our future. You know what I'm saying? Let's start impacting it. So that's what we doing in the DM, man. But y'all know me, man. I'm just busy. I ain't been on the show, been around in a while. I'm just on my grind mode. So like I said, it's been a lot of chatter down on, that Bell area, that Orange area, man. A lot of chatter. I thought it was a basketball game, B. That's what I thought. Season's over. It's a basketball game. West Orange and Orange. Let them go out there and have fun, right? That's what I'm talking. A phone king banging. Yo, they said you already see how it's going down. B, I'm just trying to be cool, man. I don't want no problems, man.
I seen it on the social media. They tagging DM all everywhere. I'm like, they saying the air is different down here. I'm like, yeah. Orange played West Orange this past weekend on Saturday, and they beat them.
And they smoked their boots.
Yeah, they beat
them. Oh, yeah, but they ain't really good, though. West Orange ain't good. But, you know, Orange going to get West Orange going to get their get back.
They get back a motherfucker. Like, get back a motherfucker. I told you, if it ain't a category 5, you better leave that motherfucking planet down there on motherfucking Orange. I'm telling you, it ain't going to happen. This ain't the hard court, the hardwood. We're going to be laying hardwood up here. Telling you right now, it's different. These boys, listen. I seen they post. Yeah, you know, the weight room opened up on the 8th, and look what's happening. It's a damn storm. See, this is why y'all can't do what y'all do. Hey. The creator is not pleased. Come on now. Leave well enough alone. Y'all go out there, y'all play good basketball and turn it up. You know, Red, I know you're on, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna have a great season this year.
Gonna jump on in a minute.
You already know. Listen, y'all gonna have a great season this year, and you know that's gonna be a good thing, but week 0, regardless of what selection show, we already been selected. Week 0, you already know where we at. We're at the top of the mountain. The air different down low, but you know how they say, mile high, a little different up there. Come up 80 is different. But that's all I got, man. I don't want to take up the time of the show. Y'all know how we do.
I got idea, man. For the people that's watching, man, go follow his page, man, on Instagram at DM Football 258, right? _.
258, man. We don't like 24/7. That ain't enough time. So we added 2 more. We added 1 more hour, 1 more day. You feel me?
That part, man. That's what's up. Oh man, we got a couple more minutes left, man. B, what you got going on over there, man? How the wrestling life been? I seen my man say he saw you on the court like a couple of weeks ago, man. I was treating you.
Tee him up, B. Tee him up.
I mean, it's a challenge. You know, it's like anything. You just, you know, getting your feet wet and just trying to learn the different nuances. It's a different game now, and you're looking at it from a different aspect. You're not a player anymore. You're looking at it from the opposite lens, and it's been fun. I've been learning a lot. You know, everybody. You know, I've been working with you know, a few veterans out there. They've been very receptive to me, and you know, letting me know what's going on and stuff like that, and what to look for and how to work on my mechanics and stuff like that. So everything's been good, man, you know, and I'm just collecting checks while I'm doing it. So
hey,
that's part about it.
Gotta love that.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So, yeah, man. So look, man, we got, like I said, man, we got a couple more minutes left, man. Let me shout out the sponsors again, man, that helped this show to continue to grow. The DM Football, Clarity for sure, man. Goosehead's Insurance, Uncle Sam's, and Soko, man. Like we just mentioned earlier in the show, we'll be at Soko this weekend. Again, man, it's right here, man. NFL Wildcard Weekend Watch Party on Sunday at 1 p.m. Well, we'll be there a little early. I'll be there a little early at 12, but I can pull up 1 to 7 p.m. We'll be watching both games, the Buffalo Bills, and the Steelers, and the Green Bay Packers, and the Dallas wildcard playoff game. So definitely, they got $7 drinks. They have $2 crabs for the seafood lovers. Definitely, man, there's a great vibe in there.
That's right, girls. They got crabs, girls. Here they come.
So definitely pull up on us, man. I know we did a week 1. We was in there, week 1. So you know, Corey and the guys, you know, they love us in the building, man. So definitely check us out this Sunday at 1 p.m. man. What he say? Jersey don't know shit about Steve. Yeah. You in Baltimore, so
I mean, you down there, you by the water, so your shit a little fresher, but it ain't. Nigga, calm your nerves. Nigga. We know about seafood. Don't forget, we got a shore too. We just don't go down there that much. We rather actually when we pass our shore to go to y'all's because y'all shore is a little fresher.
Yeah.
I had some shrimp in Baltimore, man. God damn. But yeah, so I'm gonna make sure I get back down there for that.
Mm-hmm,
But yeah, y'all the little self-proclaimed kings of the seafood, man.
Yeah.
I got some joints down there.
Yeah, for sure. So, man, we got Talk Your Wish Tuesday coming up next on the network, man. So, definitely stay tapped in to that, my man. Dennis Holmes, Ron Thomas, and Czar and the guys, man. They're gonna talk more playoff football, NFL, NBA. You got Ron with the questions. You got they can do the trash, and certified players. So, great show, man. So 8 to 10 right here. So stay locked into that. So definitely stay tuned into that. And that's pretty much it, man. Y'all got anything else before we head out?
Yo, if nobody want to pay, just share. I've been saying that a lot. Sharing information is just like making a payment. So anybody that you want to sponsor the show or not want to sponsor the show, just share information is vital. So I mean, anytime you see any of us post something about an event, trust me, it means a lot to me, and I know it means a lot to the two brothers that I'm next to. Sharing it, man, sharing it is just as much as dropping off some type of sponsorship money. Word is born. Love y'all.
Yeah. So definitely, man, do that. We can use all the sponsorship we can, man, for sure. And shout out to the team too. Before I head out, shout out to the team that we putting together, man. We got Reality Recap once again. Thank you for everything. She's running the social media team for us. Couple of guys that we had a meeting with last Thursday. We're gonna have a studio team, and we're also gonna have a street team. The street team gonna pull up on Monday to that game to Orange and East Orange game. So definitely look out for the street team. We're definitely gonna be at the games, pop-up shops, any parties. We just gonna be pulling up. Remember how they back in the day when we used to if you was on the street team a party street team, you pull up to the skating ring or what's in this.
You pull up to the hottest events of that weekend.
Yep. So that's what I'm trying to bring those vibes back, man. And show high school students how we used to do it back in the day. So definitely that's what we're gonna do with this street team right here, Off the Top Sports street team, just to get that name out there, man. Off the Top Sports is gonna be everywhere in 2024. Let's believe that for sure. Like I say, man, like I've been saying all year, man, it's up from here, man, for sure. And that's pretty much it. Shout out to my man Boogie Mashawn too, who will be joining our sponsorship team. Last week, them picks that he put up there, 5 out of 6, man. Boston killed them.
Boston killed. I saw it. Yep. OKC had one.
So he'll be dropping free picks every probably once every month. So definitely shout out to Bookie Mashawn. It's a lot of people we talking to behind the scenes with sponsorship. So definitely thank those guys and thank our sponsorship team. And that's pretty much it for this week. So yeah, that's it, man. BJ, you got me in the background? I think I'm frozen again.